Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I have an upcoming video in 2 days, so I look forward to sharing with you.
Sagala mina bitabi ayaya ayangama ayaya nelo sagala mina bitabi ayaya ayangama ayaya nelo sagala mina bitabi ayaya ayangama ayaya nelo sagala mina kokanku.
Long is my son, and I've watched him grow in this career. He opted for it a long time ago, and I think he has a very bright future.
chemachela bebere mambo beso makalela amembi meso makalela kumbala beso makalela
on the hill. You must let my people go, so we can rule from Cape to Cairo. You must free my people's hands, so we can rule our purpose land. I wanna know the land. Who wanna know the land? Okay, now listen carefully. Chinese are ruling the Chinese land. Japan is ruled by Japanese. England is governed by Englishmen. America is governed by Americans. So, Africa must be ruled by Africans. I wanna know the land. We must rule from Cape to Cairo. We must rule our purpose land. I say, we want to know the land. I want to know the land. Hey, Papa's land. Papa's land. Papa's land. Angola want to know the land. Mozambique want to know the land. Namibia want to know the land. I say, Soweto want to know the land. Zimbabwe want to know the land. African freedom fighters want to know the land. Papa's land. Now listen to the history. We've been here since creation. We've been here since creation.
I must clean. Yes. If I must clean this town. This town must clean.
I saw the video.
Yes, pa.
Now what is this? Clean
You never hear say they clean Bamenda. Now Operation Clean Bamenda. They say we collaborate for clean Bamenda. Bamenda must clean.
No tell me.
Say your own reckon to we.
I don't die today.
I say Bamenda must clean. Bamenda go clean. Bamenda must clean. Sweep that side, sweep that side. Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. Say we collaborate. Use Omo. Bamenda must clean. Say we clean Bamenda. This Bamenda must clean. I said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. Yes. I said we clean this town. This town must clean.
I saw the video.
Yes, pa.
Now what is this? Clean
You never hear say they clean Bamenda. Now Operation Clean Bamenda. They say we collaborate for clean Bamenda. Bamenda must clean.
No tell me.
Say your own reckon to we.
I don't die
I
today.
said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda go clean. Bamenda must clean. Sweep that side, sweep that side. Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. Say we collaborate. Use Omo. Bamenda must clean.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is quite interesting what is happening out there in Bamenda. Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. And the people are cleaning it. The people are cleaning it. What a great message. A comical message that our people out there so courageous sending out to the colonial officers, colonial administrators, the invaders, the occupiers in Bamenda. I love that courage. I love that resolve. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to ABC Amba Television. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I want to welcome especially those in Bamenda who have seen a lot, gone through a lot, and suffered a lot throughout the week. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to bringing you some updates on what is going on in Bamenda, and we're going to be talking about some other updates on the struggle. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are joining by way of Facebook, please go ahead and hit your share button. Go ahead, hit your share button so that we can get into this as quickly as possible. Amba Focus, I guess, will be coming up live right after me, right after this broadcast. So I'm going to be here for about an hour, and we're also going to be talking about a very, very special Amba Women Conference that is coming up in a few days. I think actually this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, the Amba Women Conference is coming up this weekend. So please, for those of you who have joined, go ahead, hit your share button, and invite others across the globe to join the broadcast. Invite others from across the globe to join the broadcast. Let us quickly populate the platform with at least 700 people within the next 4 minutes. Within the next 4 minutes, let us quickly do so, please. Let me see the numbers jumping. Let me see the numbers jumping, please. I like to see that. Okay, so I will be right back.
Clean Bamenda. This Bamenda must clean. I said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. Yes. I said must clean this town. This town must clean.
I said the biggest.
Yes, pa.
Now what is this?
You never hear say they clean Bamenda. Now Operation Clean Bamenda. They say we collaborate for clean Bamenda. Bamenda must clean.
No tell me.
They your own reckon join we.
I don't die today.
I said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda go clean. Bamenda must clean. Sweep that side. The Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. They will collaborate. Use Omo. Bamenda must clean. They will clean Bamenda. This Bamenda must clean. I said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. Yes. They say must clean this town. This town must clean.
I said the biggest.
Yes, pa.
Now what is this?
You never hear say they clean Bamenda. Now Operation Clean Bamenda. They say we collaborate for clean Bamenda. Bamenda must clean.
No tell me.
They your own reckon join we.
I don't die today.
I said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda go clean. Bamenda must clean. Sweep that side. The Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. They will collaborate. Use Omo. Bamenda must clean.
Again, Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean, ladies and gentlemen. And the guys are out there cleaning Bamenda. Get who they are cleaning Bamenda of. They are cleaning Bamenda of invaders, cleaning Bamenda of occupiers, cleaning Bamenda of invaders and looters, people in French Cameroon, military, police, and gendarme uniforms, cleaning Bamenda of colonialism, annexation, and occupation. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, it's a pleasure to join you today right here from the great state of Texas, precisely in Houston. I want to welcome all of you in the diaspora, from ground one to all of continental Africa, to the USA, Canada, UK, European Union, South America. It's a privilege to join you. Please, for those of you again who are already here by way of Facebook, I'd love you to go ahead and quickly hit your share button. Let us populate the platform in the next 3 minutes, 700 people, so I can come to you with my subject of the day. Today, I'm talking about bringing you updates on the lockdown, Going to be having some corresponding reports from Bamenda. Also, we're going to be talking about the trial, the Supreme Court, the military court trial, appeal case of the Naira 10. And we'll be talking about the Kamto rally and also the security of the Red Dragons out there. Of course, we're going to talk about the humanitarian drive. And we have a big rally coming up at the United Nations, right out there in New York, So these are the things we're going to be talking about today. I can see the numbers are jumping right now, so please quickly hit your share button. The next 3 minutes. Let's make it 700 for those of you who have just joined. Please go ahead and hit your share button. And while you are doing that, let me take some announcements before I come to you with the presentation proper. I have heard lots and lots of concerns all out there, allegations out there about the Red Dragons, about Field Marshal. One of those irrelevant activists was actually out yesterday announcing the capitulation of Field Marshal. Field Marshal has not been touched. He has not been touched, ladies and gentlemen. He is very much strong and in good health and in great spirit. Some of you must have received the audio he made just yesterday when some others were announcing that he is dead or captured. No, nothing. Of course, there were attacks in Libya a few days ago, but they are very much in control. They are very much in control. Kicking. They are indeed kicking. And prepared for La République du Cameroon. Those guys are ready all the time, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you guys out there to ignore the fabrications and the allegations from the CAM, they call it the Surrender Coalition. The spokespersons going out trying to circulate the allegation, the rumor that Field Marshal has been captured and killed. No, you guys don't be worried. I think they are trying to provoke him to come out and say something. That is not going to happen. That is not going to happen, but we want every Ambazonian to rest assured the Red Dragons are strong. They've not lost anybody apart from the one fighter they lost, I think, 3 days ago. The rest of them are doing okay. They are kicking and they are looking out to battle, to do warfare with La République du Cameroon. So that is very important. Pass the message around. And listen, these guys have now become immune. They have now become, developed a habit of coming to the social media only to fly lies, I don't understand how people can sustain a platform with lies, and yet there are some people who keep on watching and listening to them. When they come to you, there is nothing substantial, there is nothing accurate, there is nothing factual that they come to present to you. I don't understand how people keep watching them and keep listening to them. Of course, I understand that lies and fabrications can make people be very inquisitive to know what exactly it is. But after a while, you expect that people must have been smarter to know these guys never say anything that is truth, and shun them, turn away from them, and not legitimate their coming on the social media every time to spew lies and fabrications. So if I were you, I would just hit desubscribe, or what is that other word, unsubscribe them, and walk away from their platform. Do not receive their notifications, because why do you waste your time listening to all the fabrications when they all lies? Chris, I know, has been arrested in Texas. Sako has been reported by Irene Wa. Sako has been reported by Barrister Inso to the FBI. Sako is building a house in Kumba. Sako this, Sako that, Chris Anu that, interim government that. Why do you, and nothing turns out to be true? Why do you spend time? You have a lot of time there, I guess. So please, shun all these recalcitrant fellows empty, 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 empty people who have nothing to offer, nothing to say. Shun them and stay away from their platforms. You have very, very legitimate platform. Nanchop is out there doing a great job, and there are other activists like him, the J-Cars, the Ochebas, and I mean all of these guys. They are doing a great job. Caroline Mala does a great job out there. Those are people you should be spending your time watching and listening to, and not listening to people who whenever they come out, you know they have a fabrication. Whenever they are out, you know, you guess they've got a fabrication. They come with big headlines, big headlines. I'm coming out soon. Breaking news from Libya, Fimasha is gone. That's what they come out with, is such big headlines. Things that, come on. When they do it once, twice, thrice, and nothing comes out to be real, stay away from them. If you stay away from them, I bet you, ladies and gentlemen, in a few weeks, you will not see them coming live anymore, because the moment they know nobody is watching them or taking them seriously, they won't waste their own time. So I think that is quite important to reiterate there. I want to appeal to every one of you out there, ladies and gentlemen. We have all drafted. Even these irrelevant activists are now stepping out and appealing to Ambazonians to honor their pledges. So they now realize they have been on the wrong side. They have been on the wrong side all along. I hope that these reversals that we are seeing are genuine. I just want to hope they are genuine. And if they are genuine, I want to see them begin to preach the right messages, the right message from their platforms. Because it is not enough to come out and say, Satan deceived me. Satan has deceived so many people. But what we want to see is people preaching the right messages, using their platform to reverse all the other things they have said, all the blackmail, all the sabotage that they have put out there. I hope they are coming out soon to begin to do a reversal. But it is a good thing that their eyes are open and they are actually appealing to Ambazonians to go out there to honor their pledges, their drafts. Ladies and gentlemen, time is not on our side. You saw what is happening in Bamenda at this moment. We need money to continue to supply these guys who are keeping this battle, this fight on the ground zero. They are the ones sustaining it. But without equipment in their hands, nothing can be done to enforce some of these lockdowns. So my appeal is to every Ambazonian out there who made a pledge. Please remember that money goes to your own county. That money is for your own county, your own local government. I have said it before that anybody who is not supporting this struggle from his own county level because of the interim government, because he or she doesn't like the IG, it doesn't like Chris Anu, it doesn't like Dr. Sako, you are just a pretender. You are just a big pretender out there, because giving money to your own local government, to your own community, the interim government has no control over it. We have oversight over it, but we don't have control over it. We cannot give account over it. When it comes to accounting, the local government and the counties would have to give accounts on those finances. So do not think that your money is coming to finance ABC TV. No, ABC draft money will support ABC, and of course anyone who gave for ABC is an admirer, a supporter, a follower of ABC, that we have no doubt. But for the LGAs and for the counties, we expect that please go out, honor your pledges, honor your pledges. Let us set fire on ground zero and send a strong, even a stronger message from what we see in Bamenda, ladies and gentlemen, to French Cameroon and the rest of the world. If French Cameroon does not meet us on a negotiation table, they will meet us at a battlefield in every town and village and city in Ambazonia, because all the counties of Ambazonia drafted. Let's pay the draft, send a message to La République du Cameroon. You don't meet us at a negotiation table, we will all meet at the battlefront. That should be the message behind our draft. That should be the message behind our draft. So please, time is quickly running out. Pay your draft. December is approaching. I think for ABC, people who drafted for ABC, we are waiting for you to the end of the month, ladies and gentlemen. We have not launched the news unit that we have been announcing all this while, because we are waiting for your money to come in. We do not want to hire people here to work for ABC presenting the news, and then at the end of the day we are not able to pay them. So my appeal to you, for those who drafted particularly for ABC, is please honor those pledges, so that we can go ahead to launch the project that we plan on launching when we set out to do the draft. All right, I hope that everyone out there listens to me. Ladies and gentlemen, hit your share button. I will be coming to you with this presentation the moment we hit 700, less than 100 to go. So please go ahead and you do that. So I cannot emphasize enough, ladies and gentlemen, on this draft redemption. If you drafted for Mezam is in trouble now. Mezam is in trouble now. So please pay your draft. If it is to Santa local government, Bafu local government, Tuba local government, and so on and so forth, we need, remember, all of Mezam is locked down. And those boys who are out there in the field, they need finances. They need finances to go on, to carry on the protection that they are doing in the city of Bamenda and the county as a whole. So please, let us do so. Let us do so. All right. Of course, also coming up, the humanitarian drive. The humanitarian drive is still coming up again. The date is right there on your screen. September, ladies and gentlemen. September the 27th is when we have the humanitarian drive. The humanitarian drive coming up September 27. September 27. So please, we love you guys to go ahead and get ready for this draft. Get ready for this humanitarian drive on September the 27th. We got so many struggling, suffering refugees, our own brothers and sisters and mothers in refugee camps across the place. There are many thousands, hundreds of thousands in Nigeria, in Gabon, in Ghana, all over the place, Please, we see their struggles, we see their suffering. We cannot let them go and just struggle and we forget about them. We know that prosecuting the war and funding the war is the most important. But what if we win the war and we have no people to occupy the territory? Thousands living in refugee lands. Let us support them so they can go through this period and join us back home when we are finally in Boya. So the humanitarian drive is coming up September 27. Prepare for that, please. And I think they are accepting cash donations. They are strictly on cash donation. So don't come and pledge. Come in with your cash. Prepare with your cash for that drive. Again, the drive is coming up on the 27th, and it is going to be here live on ABC. Gonna be here live on ABC. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still looking at the numbers on Facebook. The numbers are not 700 yet. Hit your share button as you join. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a very, very important conference that is coming up. A very, very important conference that is coming up at the weekend. This weekend, precisely on Sunday. This conference is being organized by our own women who would love to sensitize the globe, like to sensitize the world about the humanitarian situation on the ground in Amazonia. And we think that, they have invited quite a number of international guests, some all the way from Colombia, all the way, I think there's one from Egypt too. If I'm wrong, I will be corrected. But that conference is coming up at the weekend. It is a digital conference. It's going to be a digital conference. And so I have with me, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me here on set Dr. Patience Abidu, who is one of the hosts. I should say the chief host or chief organizer of that conference. Dr. Patience, it's a pleasure to have you here, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Secretary Chris. And just a word of correction, it's organized by the Women's Department with also one strong lady, Dr. Osong, Emma Osong, who was very instrumental in putting everything together. But I send greetings to everyone, Ground Zero, Ground One, and I appreciate you for listening. I am here to give some information about the program that will be coming on Sunday, this coming Sunday, September 20th, starting at 5 a.m. Amba time. 5 a.m. Amba time. Thank you, Secretary Chris.
Good. Let's talk a little bit about that. This conference is coming up at a time when you have the United Nations General Assembly meeting in New York, and it is also happening at a moment when French Cameroon has stepped up killings on the ground. It is also coming at a time of the lockdown, the grounding of Bamenda. Nothing has moved in Bamenda for the past 1 week since Monday. Now, tell us why did you think putting this conference on at this time?
Well, the main reason, Secretary Chris, is because of September 22nd, 2017. We are commemorating September 22nd, 2017, because on that day, we know what happened in our land. We know that in every village, every town, every city, women, children, men, old and young, able and disabled, came out with peace plans that enough is enough. We have to reclaim our land. So this was a momentous day in our history, and we felt that women are peace brokers. Women together is a force to reckon with. We thought that what is there that can bring people together? What is the singular thing that can unite everyone? And the answer is peace. So this webinar that is called Women for Permanent Peace and Justice was just perfectly planned to coincide with the day that we decide to restore our statehood.
Okay, now you have quite a variety of guests. I think you have about 5 guest speakers or so, or 4 or 5, and they are coming from all over the place. Where precisely do you have these guests coming from?
Well, we have them coming from Sudan, from South Sudan, from Indonesia, from The Hague, from Colombia, and in fact, there are 2 from South Sudan, and then 1 from California. So
okay, yeah, I can see that here
of,
you have Caroline Helderman, who is coming from California. Then you have Shadia Mahaban. It sounds Indian, correct?
She's Indonesian, yes.
She's Indonesian. And then there is Pauline E. Black. I think, I don't know where she's coming from. There is Salma
She's coming
Soliman,
from South Sudan.
and Tanya Injimeja.
That's a tough name to pronounce.
Alexandra Marie.
Colombia.
From where? From Colombia. Right, from Colombia. And then you have Beth Leons. Beth Leons is from where? Egypt?
Beth Leons is from Rwanda. Well, I should take that back. She is coming from the International Criminal Court in The Hague.
International Criminal Court in The Hague, right? Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, that's a great line up there. That's a great line up there. We hope that Ambazonian. Now, this is not limited to women. Every Ambazonian, male or female, they are welcome to attend the conference. And you said the conference is on Sunday at what time?
It is at 5 a.m. Amba time. We are really asking people to join on time. We have international guests. We don't want to waste time like we did during the draft, where we have to wait for the population to build. So, and in fact, to entice the early comers, we have a drawing to give a gift. So the first 100 people that show up, one person in that will benefit from a gift that we will share during the occasion. So please make sure you come on time. This is one occasion you don't want to miss.
Now, it is free admission, isn't it?
Of course. It is free admission at the luxury of your home or wherever you are. It's not, you don't have to get into your car to drive somewhere. So you can't say that you were delayed by traffic. It is free admission.
And ladies and gentlemen, of course, ABC shall also be broadcasting that live for those who cannot make it, possibly from ground zero, who cannot log into the town hall. ABC shall bring it live to you. Now, before I let you go, Dr. Patience, you have been witnessing the lockdown in Bamenda, and tell me what you feel watching what is going on there. The people are cleaning Bamenda. I hope you saw that.
I saw that. I saw that. Well, this peace initiative that we have is also to help clean Bamenda. The bottom line is that we've suffered long enough. Bamenda people are strong people, and I hope the people from Southwest can take a lesson and do the same thing and clean the Southwest, because we are a people from the former British Southern Cameroons. We cannot just be only Bamenda people doing something. Everyone should do something. The people from Fako, from Boya, from Victoria should also clean Victoria, should also keep clean Boya. So I'm so proud of them. Secretary Chris, people say that this interim government should bring about peace in everything that we do, should collaborate. I think it's time for all the other groups that are out there, I don't want to call names, to see the power of the interim government and just join us so that we can together move this cleaning of our area to come quickly. It could easily be done if everybody, all those other people that we call them enablers or people that we think do not support our struggle, but they claim they do, if they just join President Sako, and we can clean the whole region completely.
Well, I will use the word join with all humility attached to it, because it shouldn't appear like we are saying you must join us to be relevant. Of course, they join us, they add to their relevancy. I will use the word with all humility, but it is the right thing to do. I think if we were all working together, which I believe by now they should see and they should have no doubt that this interim government has the handle over this struggle. If they realize this and decide to come up and humble themselves, as we see some activists trying to do, I think that would have been the best thing that happens to this revolution, including those who are behind bars. I have heard some people suggest that the people behind bars with their own so-called government are now suggesting a 50-50 government. Of course, I don't think that will ever happen. That will never happen. I think the way to go should be, hey, come and join the winning team. Let's work as one, function as one, discuss as one, take decisions as one, and move on. Is that not what we should be expecting?
That's exactly what we should be expecting. And also, that's one of the reasons we have this Women for Permanent Peace and Justice, because if all the women are able to bring their men on board, then we can easily get there. I really think that our journey to Boya would have been much shorter if what you just said happens, where all the players unite under one. We're not saying that one person is superior to the other. We're just talking about structure to move this so that the international community sees that we all believe in the same thing, we are all preaching the same thing, and so that the La Republic camp cannot say, oh, we don't know who to talk to. They know who to talk to. They can talk to Team Ambazonia. They can talk to the interim government that is right now showing that they have the leverage on the ground. It's quite evident.
Yeah, you are quite correct there. It does a number of things. If the people in jail should say, you know what, let's give up this thing. Not really give up, but you know what, it is to our own advantage to have to work with our comrades, our brothers and sisters out there than stay in here trying to fight for ourselves. And then turn around and call the leadership outside and say, please, we are with you, we stand with you, go ahead, do whatever you do on behalf of all of us, we will all support you. I think it sends a very, very strong message, and it actually handicaps French Cameroon, because what French Cameroon is trying to do is to divide us into factions, use one faction to fight the other and to oppose the other. And that is why Kondenge, so-called IG, is there in the first place. That is what they are using them. La République is trying to use them to do. And I wouldn't be surprised that after the affirmation of their appeal, of their ruling by the appeal court, La République will now move even closer to them with more promises. Let's just do this, let's just do this, let's just do that, and then this will happen, and then you find a situation where they are up again in guns, not against La République, but against the legitimate leadership outside, fighting against us. But I hope that they will discern what La République is trying to do, and for once say, hey, we are together in this, let's fight together. What do you think about that?
You know, I just wanted to say that I hope they are listening to this broadcast right now, or somebody will take this message to them. I think this is a time for them to say, we've done enough harm to this struggle. This is the time for them to just sit back and to tell La République that we don't have anything to do. We don't have anything to give you. If you want to communicate with anyone, communicate with those who are in free land, those who can talk freely for us. So this is a time, Secretary Chris, to give them that message and just stay back and just let us do the talking for them. Let us work hard to get them out of the dungeons of La République. This is the time.
Well, we are looking at here at some our brothers who were picked up in Kondenge giving their testimony. Let me turn on their audio so we can hear what they are saying there for a moment, Dr. Patience.
I was in January and I was brought to Bamenda after Bamenda they transfer us here in Yaoundé. So we have been here close to 5 years now. We have not been judged and nothing has been done.
Yeah, I'm called to Ejefram. I was being arrested in 2016, January 2016, on the 11th of February. So I've been here close to 5 years with a crime without knowing anything about it.
Nasser Fonto, arrested on the 3rd of February 2016, brought to Yaoundé. We've been here for 5 years without any judgment for a crime we know nothing about. Thank you.
I am called Achugo Emmanuel Kum. I was arrested in Wom in 2016. I have been in prison for almost 5 years today without any judgment. We are for a crime I never committed.
I'm Gong Solos Walam. They arrest me from Wom in my palace, palace. So I'm here for 5 years ago without no judgment.
I was arrested in the hospital. I was arrested in the hospital for a crime I didn't commit, and I'm almost in 5 years prison now.
My name is Iwi Allen. I was arrested on the 3rd of February 2016. I have been in prison for 5 good years without no judgment.
I'm called Fung Maxemi. I was arrested in February, the 3rd of February 2016, with a crime that I don't know.
I'm called Nzu Kinsley Kelly. I was arrested in Wom, 24 January, for the crime that I don't know in the hospital.
They cashed me now because of 5,000. I mean, my asked me 5,000. I said, no get them. They arrest me, go keep me for beer parlor. Drink beer, then suit a friend before they can't take me.
I'm called Apple Jarvis. They tell me for 3 January 2016 in a bar house. We were doing mingle.
My name is Nakum Jerato. They will catch me for 20. They will catch me on the 2nd of February 2016. Since 2016, they will take me, bring out from Bamenda. As from Bamenda, they bring me for. They will put me for 5 years. I don't know.
I'm Kongong Kalisha. I was arrested in January and I was brought to Bamenda after Bamenda they transfer us here in Yaoundé. So we have been here close to 5 years now. We have not been judged and nothing has been done.
Yeah, I'm called to Ejefram. I was being arrested in 2016, January 2016, on the 11th of February. So I've been here close to 5 years with a crime without knowing anything about it.
All right, Dr. Patience, those are our brothers who were picked up for no crime committed. Some, as you heard them say, they were picked up and taken to jail. It's been 5 years just because at the point they were picked up, they could not afford 5,000 CFA francs. That is about $2. $2. They could not afford that to give to the abducting French Cameroon invaders. And they have been in jail now for 5 years and counting. 5 years and counting. I mean, this is what we are fighting against in this struggle, isn't it? Impunity after impunity.
Secretary Chris, I saw those videos earlier, and I thought this could be my son. It could be any mother's son out there. And it really makes me sad. I didn't know you were going to show this video because I already saw it and I was really upset. That's why we are fighting. Anybody out there should picture their son in this picture. Picture that your son has lost 3, 4, 5 years for no reason. It's not fair. I am of the opinion that women should come together and stop this rubbish. Where in fresh Cameroon are they arresting young men like that and putting away in a hiding in a cell somewhere without any cause, any judgment? Are we just dogs and cockroaches forever to them? And to those who are sitting on this sideline watching and not saying anything and not speaking for these young men, young boys, what do you have to say for yourself? How will history judge you if you know that you could make a difference and you did nothing? Secretary Chris, we have to continue fighting. We have to tell the world of the plight of our young people. This has to stop. I've always said that in the past. Why would anyone choose a federation or one and indivisible Cameroon if you know that you rightfully own a statehood of yours where you can run your affairs and treat people with dignity, when nobody will be arrested and not have a trial and locked up for years? That is the Ambazonia, the Southern Cameroons we are fighting for. We cannot continue in this life. Something has to stop. Please, please, people, take this seriously. We know we've lost people under more severe circumstances. We've had families killed and young children just disappear, young girls raped. We cannot just end like that and let La Republic continue doing what it's doing to our people. Secretary Chris, that was a little bit emotional for me. I'm sorry.
I could tell that. I saw that, but who will not be emotional? There are people in this struggle who will say, oh, you don't have to be too emotional. I don't understand how one fails to be emotional looking at images like the ones we just saw for innocent people languishing in jails, and those who have been gone down, their brains blown up for nothing. I was also listening to one audio yesterday of a lady, I guess, from Bamenda narrating the experience at, I think it was a rendezvous or so, close to the council area where they came in and just picked boys. And they were using pieces of wood to beat the hair out of them. It's very, very disheartening to see that and to hear that, and you don't get emotional seeing those things, then you are not yet in this struggle. But thank you, Dr. Patience. I don't know if there is one more thing you would like to say about the conference at the weekend before I let you go.
Yes, please. I just wanted to say that there will be also a surprise guest that has not been advertised yet.
Is it me?
You will always be there, Secretary Chris.
Okay.
There will be a surprise. There will be a surprise guest from Ground Zero, and then there's another surprise international guest that basically you don't want to miss this occasion. Share with friends and families. Again, one more thing. There's a second part of the program that will be a fundraising for our war widows. So it's a two-part program. We have to give back to Ground Zero. We share information, but we also give back to them. Thank you for having me, Secretary Chris. And I look forward to seeing everyone on Sunday, the 20th of September at 5 a.m. Amba time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. You have a great day, and I wish you ladies the best of an event out there on Sunday, and I look forward to
let me say one more thing.
There.
One more thing, Secretary Chris. I just want to thank all the women that were instrumental. It was not just a two-man show. All the women of the interim government, Ma Rachel, Ma Comfort, Ma Casey, Ma Casey sounds funny. Right. Ma Irene. I don't want to leave out some names, but the whole team were all instrumental in putting this together. And we also have some help from our men. of course, my son Clovis, and Mr. Amos, Tumasang, and a few other men helped us in putting this together. So I want to say shout out to them also. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you. You have a great day. Look forward to seeing you. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, I will take you to Bamenda. I will take you to Bamenda. Please do not touch your remote. The anchor man is going to be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I come to you with the subject of this presentation today. All of you are aware of what is going on in Bamenda. Bamenda was grounded since Monday the 14th, and today is the 18th, and Bamenda remains grounded. First of all, on behalf of the interim government, we want to say a big thank you to every man, every woman, every family there in Bamenda who have chosen to defend their freedoms and their rights than to allow occupiers, invaders to rule them, to have them do the things they would not want to do otherwise. We have seen the city of Bamenda grounded, no cars moving, no Okadas moving except a very few stubborn ones in the neighborhood of Nkwen. We want to believe what the people in Bamenda are saying. They are sending a message to La République du Cameroon and to the international community. Now, this is what many people are not aware of. This week is the United Nations General Assembly week. A few weeks ago, before we declared this grounding of Bamenda, La République du Cameroon had pushed almost all of its fighting force into the city of Bamenda by night, shutting down electricity to bring in thousands of troops into the city. Now, after they brought in their thousands of troops, they now ban Okada riders and taxis from accessing the most important parts, the commercial areas in the city. I do not understand how anyone in his right senses ban taxis from accessing the commercial center of a city. But the colonial administration in Bamenda was bold enough to pass that law restricting the movement of taxis and Okada riders. We therefore thought it was time to stand behind the Okada riders and the taxi drivers who have committed no sin, committed no crime. We stand behind them to make sure that whenever any segment of our society is under attack, the whole society, the whole community rises up against the attackers, against the invaders. And so we decreed the lockdown of Bamenda in the solidarity with Okada riders and the taxi drivers, and shut down the city. The city has since been grounded. Now, the message that La République du Cameroon wanted to send to the international community by invading Bamenda and causing these restrictions, the message has been aborted. The message has been aborted, ladies and gentlemen. They knew the United Nations General Assembly is going to be meeting this week, and they wanted to show a force of power as though they are in control of Bamenda, of Ambazonia. And so they descended there with their troops. But again, we came out and we reversed the action. And now, the international community, the international community and those meeting at the United Nations now know who controls Bamenda, who controls Ambazonia. If we were to declare the same thing in the southern zone, we would have received the same results. But we don't want to be in the habit of unnecessarily declaring lockdowns. We thought we start with Bamenda. We start with Bamenda where the need was there to fraternize with the Okada riders and the taxi drivers, and we did that. In doing that, and in the success of it, we have passed a message. We have passed a message to French Cameroon and to the international community and to those United Nations delegates meeting in New York that French Cameroon does not have control. They do not have a handle over Ambazonia, not just Bamenda, but over Ambazonia as a whole. That is the message. That is the message coming from Bamenda. And we also want French Cameroon to know, you go after any segment of a community, of a society, the whole community, the whole society will be shut down to tell you, to let you know, we are all one for all and all for one, as they say. One for all and all for one. So going forward, we send a strong message to La République du Cameroon. If you thought that this war was getting over, again, the message we bring to you, the message we want you to get, ladies and gentlemen, French Cameroon, those of you listening to me, the message is this: if you do not meet us on the negotiation table, we will all meet at the battlefront in Ambazonia. We will all meet at the battlefront in Ambazonia. And we will continue to make sure that every economic activity of French Cameroon in Ambazonia is paralyzed, and everybody working in their uniform, be it police, gendarme, or army, they become enemies. We have to make sure that Ambazonia becomes so uncomfortable, so hard that French Cameroon military and gendarmes cannot move freely in our territory. Just as we saw in Bamenda. In Bamenda, I did not see a military truck driving along those empty streets. I did not see them. In Bamenda, they were trying to move from one quarter to the other, but very scared. Very, very scared. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the message we are sending to French Cameroon. You do not come to the negotiation table. This war will go on and on and on, because by now, I guess you can tell that Ambazonians are resolved. Ambazonians are resolved to prosecute this war until independence comes. Until independence comes. Until our flag is erected in Boya on a permanent basis. So, going forward, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you in Bamenda, some changes will be coming. Some changes will be coming, which I shall come to you on Monday to announce the changes for the lockdown. But today is Friday, and we expect all of you to please go out tomorrow to the markets, to the shops, wherever you can buy food, buy water. You can go out and do that, but I can assure you there are going to be some relaxing measures ahead. Next week, I shall be here on Monday to announce those relaxing measures, because we are beginning to think that we don't have to punish or get the whole community punished for the stupidity of a few people in power. A few people in power, we cannot punish the entire community for their stupidity. So we've got something coming for you next week and Monday. I shall be here to bring that announcement to you. Now, I like to get on the ground in Bamenda to get the situation, get information about the situation in Bamenda. Let's know precisely what is happening in Bamenda, what has happened in Bamenda for the past 1 week. So please let me get my correspondent in Bamenda to join me with a report. a report of what is going on in Bamenda. Hello, Johnson.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. It's a pleasure joining you. Today is Friday, and I guess it is after 7 p.m. After 7 p.m. in Bamenda today. Tell me, what did you observe in Bamenda today?
Your Bamenda, since the lockdown was announced, and the street was very dry. Every street was deserted. No vehicles. You can only find only the military vehicle passing.
Oh, the military vehicles, you could see some military vehicles drive by today?
Only some few, sir. It wasn't passing as before, but from the observation I saw, it was really dry, very, very dry, sir.
And it don't be dry. It don't be dry since Monday.
Since Monday till today, sir.
As people can see in the photographs that I'm showing on the screen here, we can see the streets of Bamenda, ladies and gentlemen, the streets of Bamenda, the town deserted. In fact, I would say it's been a long time we've been having ghost towns every Monday, but have not seen Bamenda as this dry and street empty and shops locked up as we see in this lockdown. So tell me, compare this lockdown to all the ghost towns where we're going to do I'm seeing, sir.
Yes, according to this lockdown that was announced, as compared to the others that was being done, as you know, this one has been terrible, sir. Has been very terrible. Even people were crying a lot, and they were complaining of hunger. Even I, for one, I'm a good example. It has not been easy, even to step out of the house. It was not easy, sir. So the place, compared to others, it's not really easy.
Okay, but
yes, sir.
Now, no markets were open, correct, throughout?
No market, sir. Places were only dry and locked up. No shop was open. No shop. No private bike. No private vehicle. You could only see one military vehicle pass, and if you can observe about 1 to 2, 3 hours before you can find one again.
Tell me how the people in Bamenda, at least those that you don't talk to, they feel about continuing the lockdown.
Please, it is not easy. I am a good example. People are crying of hunger. It is not easy with us here, sir. Even to go out and buy a loaf of bread is not really easy, sir. People are feeling very bad. But though, well, it's if I am really opportune to move round.
So let me stop you there. When you say it is not easy, people are hungry. You mean say if this thing go on 1 more week, people know if it bear them or what?
Well, we can bear. We have been used to. We have been used to.
Okay.
Yes, we can bear. We have been used to.
Okay. However, the good news, ladies and gentlemen, the good news is that next week we are going to relax the conditions for the lockdown. We are still making we are still working on some logistics to relax on the conditions so that people they should go out, do what they want to do before they come back home. On Monday, I will come out for announce those relaxation measures. But tell me, people they be determined for make sure say this lockdown a work and bring liberty and movement to taxis and Okada drivers in all of Bamenda. Am I right?
You are right, sir. You are right, sir. You are very right.
And Okada drivers themselves, all this time we never hear anything from them. I mean, what is going on with them? They not hold no meeting, they not talk. Taxi drivers, we never hear anything from them. They not talk anything because this thing that they do on their behalf.
Yes, sir. They're doing on our behalf, but we have been like trying to hold on meetings, but you know, the executive bureau members, as we organize here in town, we tried to, that was last week, we tried to call meeting and discuss the way forward about this issue. But when we called and we discovered that for them to move, for us to gather, it wasn't easy. So we tried to communicate. We created a WhatsApp group that we can really see a way forward. We wanted to go and see the mayor and see the senior divisional officer and the governor as well.
Yeah.
So that they can really sign and liberate us to enter into the road and start working. So it was through that WhatsApp group that we really tried, because we had tomorrow we're going to move out and work and buy food and stock in the house. And that is when we had a program to really meet come tomorrow.
Oh, okay, so some of the Okada people will be meeting tomorrow to discuss on the way forward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And about the taxi drivers, I have no idea, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. No idea.
Okay. Now, tell me again, which were the areas where they be restricted for taxis and Okada not to enter in Bamenda?
Yes, about the bikes. From like Bamenda one here, we have just 3 main areas.
Okay.
We have my one junction. We have GRA, that is the administrative area, and we have custom junction. Those areas were restricted from bikes.
Can bikes go to Funchal Street?
Wow. So from Funchal Street now, you come down to, that was from my two, you go down to Neuro Junction.
Okay.
And you come down to, you can only enter Ndamkong. You can't go down to Mobile Nkwen.
Are they allowed to go to the commercial avenue?
Then from Finance now to Ngeng Junction, you were not permitted.
Okay. So,
then from, yes.
So, Sonak Street, you cannot enter.
You cannot enter.
Ayaba Street, you cannot enter.
You cannot enter.
Commercial Avenue, you cannot enter.
You cannot enter.
How
now,
about
from T Junction to Runabout, you cannot enter.
That's Hospital Runabout.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the same thing with taxi?
Yes. They say, no, well, with taxi, well, I don't really know, because I really have the communique about the one of the bike. So with the one of the taxi, I need to inquire first.
Okay.
I don't really have an idea.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, that is quite interesting. Again, we will be coming up on Monday with some with a relaxation of the lockdown rules. I will say to market men and women, if you want to go plan your next week, go ahead and plan your business for next week. The rules will be relaxed. The rules will be relaxed a little bit. The rules will be relaxed a little bit so that people can go about and take care of their businesses. We are finding out a way to punish the few officers, the colonial officers who are passing these restrictions and not have the entire community suffer for the wrong of a few selfish colonial officers. So, but again, Monday I will be coming up with that information to let you know, so that by Tuesday, before Tuesday, you know exactly what the picture is going to be. Do you get any last thing for say before I let you to go? Hello? Hello? All right, Alos, he is gone there. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the state of the atmosphere in Bamenda. Now, this is some information. This is some information that I'm just getting from one of our sources on the ground in Bamenda. He says there is this beer parlor they call Dubai Bar. Say they don't observe lockdown. I think that bar is, I guess, around Nkwen area, called Dubai Bar. They have been noted not to be observing lockdown. In fact, the message says all council workers have also been violating lockdown. Council workers in Bamenda have been violating lockdown. And then Dubai Bar also is violating lockdown in the city of Bamenda. We know that. That is what you guys are doing out there. But I want you to know that we have an eye on you. We have an eye on you. Dubai Bar and some of those few Okada guys who are trying to run around. Of course, we know that most of those Okada guys are military men dressed in civil. But we have an eye on you. If we don't get you today, we will get you tomorrow. That is a fact. You can go on violating the lockdown. We will come after you. It's a matter of when. All right? Now, I'd like to thank all the Muslims out there in Mezam, for also demonstrating solidarity with Al-Qaeda riders and with the taxi drivers trekking to the mosque today, Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, Ambazonians are not just Christians. Ambazonians are Muslims. Ambazonians are also traditionalists, people who believe in no religion, whether Muslim or Christianity. We are all Ambazonians, and when we pass injunctions like this grounding Bamenda that we pass, and people show their solidarity, that is all that we want. That is all that we want. Again, we want to thank the Muslim folks, the Muslim community, for taking the patience to trek to the mosque today. I believe for next week it may not be so. It may not be so next week, but we thank you. We thank you for your solidarity. God bless you all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I think Dubai Bar is in my phone. Dubai Bar is in my phone. This is a locality, I mean a beer parlor that is violating lockdown. Again, we have our eyes on you. Let me get this caller in here. I don't know, it keeps on calling. We have something. Hello, sir. Hello. This is Chris, sir. Can you lower the volume of your set, please?
Okay, I'm watching you on the media.
All right. Can you lower the volume of your television set before you speak on the phone?
Yeah, that's what I have just done because I was watching you on the TV.
Okay.
Good. Thank you. In fact, I'm just pleased because you have reversed the
the decision of that lockdown.
No, I
If
didn't.
I
No,
watch
no, no, sir. I didn't say we have reversed it. I said we are going to revise it.
no, 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 no. No, let me tell you. Let me just. Yeah, I did not put it well. I'm saying that you have softened it
Okay.
because the man talking in Bamenda in the ground zero. If you look at his countenance, he was not really able to give you exactly his mind because he was just being afraid that if he says the truth about what is going on, actually it might be a bit disturbing to him. So I want to think that I even have people in ground zero. They have been crying too much about hunger and all this. We are fighting a fight for ourselves. But please, at certain times, let our IG consider certain hard decisions and considering the position of the people who are bearing this burden. I wish, because I support you people, but I want to think that you people should really at certain times, as humanitarian you are asked to, and all of us worship God. We should certain times look.
Hold on, sir. The way you come across, you do not come across as somebody who is in support of this struggle. You come across as somebody who is on the fringes and hoping that, oh, the IG doesn't do what it is doing the way it is doing, because when you paint the picture of ground zero, you live out of ground zero, but you seem to lament much more than somebody who is on ground zero. Now, you have to understand, we don't jump up in the morning. Remember, when these restrictions were passed in Bamenda, some so-called Amba leaders jumped up overnight and said they are locking down Bamenda without a moment to pause and think about what they were trying to do. It took us 1 week to do consultations. 1 week to do consultations with the local population, with local leaders on the ground before we came up with lockdown. So for you to suggest that everybody is lamenting, I think it is not really the case. However, we also see the need of some common sense, not to have our own people suffer the most when a few people have stupidly taken some decisions. Now we have figured out a better way of addressing that situation, and that is why we are relaxing. We are relaxing the measures, the ground down measures on our people.
Chris, don't misinterpret me. It seems you did not understand. You are misinterpreting me because you might not have read my heart. But I'm giving you. Sometimes you also work with the people, and when they talk with you, don't get the feelings as if the person is against you. So what I'm just saying, I'm just talking because I feel the pinch just as you do. But I've earlier told you that I am happy because you've walked out and you have seen the situation that's going on, and you are trying to soften the issue. But taking is that we should not surrender. That's good. I'm not, don't misinterpret me, please. You get me?
All right, good. That is good. I get your point. I just hope that we are at the same level. We are at the same level, at the same table, and we all listen. I think people should get us. None of us is here. We all have families still there on ground zero. Every one of us, and we do not by any means want to see any suffering anymore on them, much more than what they have already been through. And so, again, when we take decisions here at the interim government, we take time to deliberate upon it. And if need be, we get some much more wisdom after the fact, like now to come back to revise on the rules. I think that should demonstrate to our people who are not just out to to make things hard for anybody. We are trying to look for means by which we can do things yet one way and still succeed the other way. Anyway, thank you for the call, sir.
The last point.
Okay.
I want to encourage you also that I have been listening to this, our fake people criticizing, but don't listen to it, please.
Thank you.
Hold on, and make sure you are doing the right thing and don't listen to it. Don't be discouraged. Saying that everything that you are doing for the good of all Amazonians. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your call. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, when we know that we are doing the right thing, when we are convinced we are doing the right thing here, no bully can bully any one of us here. We are more than rocks here, ladies and gentlemen. We are iron here. And so if we were to be bullied to submission, you will guess, we would be out of here by now. Sako would have been out of here. Chris Anu would have been out of here. But I assure you, for as long as we know, we're putting in our best, doing all that we can with all best of intentions. No bully will bully us out. And especially with your support. The evidence of that support came from your drafts, that you trusted the management of this interim government, ranging from the local government to the counties to the cabinet level, is enough testimony that you support what we are doing. And as long as you keep on supporting what we are doing, I can assure you we will stand unshaken, uncompromised for this struggle. So please, let me move to the next item here on the agenda. Now also this is very, very important. Very, very important. September the 24th. September the 24th. If you live in the USA, ladies and gentlemen, you should be booking your flight, your flight ticket by this time to converge in New York. You should be booking your flight ticket at this moment to be in New York on September the 24th. Those of you especially with proximity to New York, I'm talking about all of New England, from New Hampshire through Massachusetts, through Rhode Island, through Connecticut, and where again, all these places, down to New York, and then Delaware, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Washington, D.C. area, Virginia. Please, especially those of you in these vicinities, let us gather in New York on September 24th. Let us confront those men and women, those leaders meeting at the United Nations headquarters in New York to once more, make them to understand the sufferings, the plight of our people and the genocide that French Cameroon is perpetuating on our people. Again, that is September the 24th. A grand rally, a grand protest rally taking place at the United Nations Plaza in New York. I plan to be there myself, and all the enablers and all the enemies can come there looking for me. But ladies and gentlemen, I am very invincible, very, very invincible. But please, I want to be there, and when I come there, I want to see all of you freedom-loving, liberty-loving Ambazonians, independence-loving Ambazonians gathered in your thousands at the United Nations Plaza in New York. We're going to be addressing the United Nations from that protest rally, and it's been a while. We stage a rally like this in the diaspora. Of course, we all understand why, because of the coronavirus. But now the thing is dying down, and with the opportunity of these leaders meeting in New York, we thought it is very, very important, Very, very important. We show up there. We show up there, especially at a time when French Cameroon soldiers are going village to village, town to town, maiming, looting, raping our people. It is a moment we go to the United Nations, raise up those placards, raise up those signs, let them see and show them, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on in our territory, Ambazonia. So again, Ambazonia gathers in New York, and Ambazonia gathers in New York, September the 24th, September the 24th at the United Nations Plaza. That is coming up next week. I think that is on Thursday, September the 24th. I look forward to seeing all of you in New York, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I think this is my last item on this agenda here. The Naira 10 trial, appeal trial, and Kamto's rally. The Naira 10 trial is no news at all. It's no news. I am mentioning it to you because we just have to for informational purposes, because we were never expecting the appeal court, the military appeal court of French Cameroon to free Sissoko and the 9 others. We were never expecting them to do it because what is the difference? The same judge who presided over the original sentences, presided over the appeal court sentences, and never had even the courtesy to call their lawyers or call the plaintiffs on the stand, and just went forward and declared, upheld the original sentences. We're not expecting anything new coming from that kangaroo tribunal. And so I hope that Sissoko and team in prison, they are learning their lessons. I hope that their eyes are open to allow us who are free out here to begin to fight for them and fight for the entire struggle. I hope that they get the message. Now let us talk about this so-called Kamto's rally. It appears that a coalition of opposition party leaders in French Cameroon, not in Ambazonia, in French Cameroon, the Kawalas, the Kamtos, and so on, coming together to put this rally together on September the 24th. I don't know why they put September the 22nd. I don't understand why they are putting this rally on the day that Ambazonians took to the street to declare their will, their determination, their resolve to take back their country. I hope they're not trying to kind of douse it and neutralize that day for Ambazonia. But ladies and gentlemen, I have heard some Ambazonia saying that we ought to participate. We ought to go out also on that 22nd and participate in the rallies in the different towns. And I say no, not even a bit. Not even a bit. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Kamto and his allies, they are fighting against Paul Biya. They are not fighting against La République du Cameroun. We should understand the difference. They are fighting Paul Biya. They are addressing Paul Biya and his party. Ambazonians are fighting against another country which is called La République du Cameroun, the Republic of Cameroon. Our fight, our struggle isn't against Paul Biya. Our struggle isn't against the CPDM. Our struggle isn't against John Ngute. Our struggle isn't against Paul Atanganji. It is not against their institution, ladies and gentlemen. Our struggle is against a whole country that is called the Republic of Cameroon. And so, it will be a misplaced priority for us to think that we go out, any Ambazonian go out on September 22nd to march in solidarity with Kamto and his team. That would be a misplaced priority. And for those of you Ambazonians taking refuge in Douala, anywhere in French Cameroon, do not dare to go out to have a stray bullet come after you, because You will not dare go out to say that, oh, you went out for a rally with Kamto. You have run, you have escaped your own towns and cities and villages in Ambazonia because of bullets, and you want to go to Douala, Yaoundé, Bafoussam, Chang, and so on to participate in another rally that is against your own cause? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we are urging Ambazonians everywhere in French Cameroon territory to stay home. Stay home September 22nd. Allow Kamto and their parties and their allies to go out and conduct their rallies. Haven't you realized Maurice Kamto has refused, ladies and gentlemen, to recognize the state of Ambazonia. He has refused. He is like every other French Cameroon politician who believes and preaches one Cameroon, one Cameroon. And when you go out to rally with them, to protest with them, you are protesting for one Cameroon, one and indivisible Cameroon. We have moved past that time. We have moved past that time. And so we are telling Ambazonians, stay away from the rally, from the protest rally on September 22 by Kamto and his allies. It is not about us. It is not for us. We have nothing to do with it. 1st October is coming, and we are going to celebrate 1st October as our national day. Our national day. So wherever you are, begin to prepare for that. But for this rally, please ignore it. Forget it. Forget the rally, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I hope that you all got the message. I hope that you all got the message. And I just want to again remind you, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you drafted for ABC, please redeem your draft. Redeem your draft. We need your money so much to move on with the projects that we have lined up here at ABC. And of course, the same for your local government, the same for your county. You pledge for you drafted or you pledge for your county or local government, please go ahead, fulfill your drafts. Fulfill your draft. Now, I will not forget this. AfricaTownHall.com. AfricaTownHall.com. That is Africa's own Facebook page. Africa Home owns Facebook page. People are signing up like crazy. And if you have not yet signed up, please go there, sign up, and see what is going on there. What is going on there. That is a social media platform in which nobody will ever take you down. Nobody will ever take you down or pull down your post for as long as it is morally upright. So please, that is where Africa are converging and sharing issues about life, about family, about economy, about politics, and everything you can think of. So please, get in there. If you are not yet in there, get in there, and you sign up there. You will like it. There you can post business, you can post your business, you can advertise your business, you can post your photos, you can post videos. The only thing that we are still working on is live broadcast, live streaming. We are working on that. It will be out soon. And also the app. The app for AfricaTownHall.com should be available by next Monday so that you can use your phone and just go there, download the app into your phone just like a Facebook app. So please, hey, head on there and sign up for that. I will open the phone lines. I will open the phone lines for those of you on ground zero, precisely Bamenda. If you want to call in, please do that. Do that right now. Call in from Bamenda or anywhere ground zero. Don't go away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have forgotten that a show is coming up right after me. Amba Focus should be coming up after me. And so I'm sorry I will not have any time to take any phone calls at the moment. I look forward to seeing all of you on Monday for an exclusive show with an exclusive guest. Thank you for tuning in, and remain blessed and remain strong.
Provides a hedge against inflation, 100% guarantees that you will not lose your money, has tax-free growth and distribution, The ability to take an interest-free loan, avoids probate, provides creditor protection, guarantees your family that your income will be replaced should you die, helps you protect yourself financially against chronic, critical, and terminal illness, and of course allows you to take money anytime for any reason at any age without a tax penalty. You need only as little as $50 to invest per month. Contact Irene Fombo, tel 513-5014-177, or send an email to irenenpmsn@gmail.com.